The May PCE inflation numbers just came out, and they're the Fed's preferred inflation measure, and they came in at expectations across the board at an increase year over year on the headline at 2.6%, and the same was also for core at 2.6% versus 2.6% expected. And then month over month was unchanged as expected. And then core month over month was 0.1% versus 0.1% as expected. However, the good news was that the year over year number was the lowest year over year increase since March of 2021. And there is even some encouragement for the the super core index, which is like core services X housing. That was the lowest reading since August of 2023. And the highest contributor of that was healthcare. If it wasn't for healthcare, the supercore PCE index would most likely be negative. So that's a good sign because the Fed is closely watching the supercore. Another thing to note is that personal spending rose 0.2%, which is a little lower than estimated. And consumer spending makes up about 70% of the economy in terms of GDP. So the fact that consumer spending was a little lower than estimated is something we have to watch. However, real incomes rose 0.5% higher than expected. That shows that real incomes are rising, at least according to this report. All in all, this is a good sign and likely that the Federal Reserve could possibly cut interest rates this year. I think the markets will react to this well, but it's hard to know for sure how the markets will close at the end of the day. But I do expect at least one rate cut this year, probably starting September and possibly December as well. But if we get more data like this next month, I wouldn't be surprised if there is the July rate cut, I think, is up in the air, actually, but definitely September and December. But either way, this is good news for equities. Next week, we have the June jobs and unemployment number coming out, and we also have some Fed speak. I think Jerome Powell has two speeches, so that'll be the next catalyst for next week, in my opinion. But overall, the PCE data being the lowest year over year since May of 2021 is a good sign, in my opinion.